Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this PES 2021 Master League save here with Leeds United, and today we've got another big episode. We're going to take on Everton, Arsenal and Sheffield United. Hopefully keep climbing the table. If you didn't watch the last one, got a first 7-point episode. It was fantastic. It was an amazing feeling. This one probably won't be that, though. This is going to be difficult. Arsenal will be hard. Everton will be hard. Some of the players they've got. Hopefully, we could beat up on Sheffield United a little bit. They're in 17th place, though. So a loss to Sheffield United would really keep dragging us into that relegation drop zone. So what we need to do is beat those teams around us, man. We need to beat those teams around us, not get dragged into these relegation battles that I certainly don't want to be a part of, and hopefully progress through this season. Right, so this will be the squad for the first one. Doku on the right, Harrison on the left. The frustrating part is Pablo is not up for it. I've just noticed that. We are up to team chemistry, team spirit of 70 with Pablo in the side, but we're going to go with this. This is still very strong. 66 is kind of what we've been working with the majority of the season, and that's what we're going to go with. Although I'm actually tempted to bring Cooper in. Is Cooper up for it? Cooper's more up for it than Llorente is, so we'll do that, and we'll... I don't do goalkeepers on the bench. Don't need a goalkeeper on the bench. We'll be fine. So that'll be the squad, lads. This always sets the tone, doesn't it, for these recording sessions as well. So always sets the tone. The first match, how are we going to get on? It's not the world's strongest Everton squad either. They're starting Iwobi on the left and Yannick Bolasie on the right. I think Richarlison up top, so no Calvert-Lewin, no James Rodriguez. They've definitely rotated. They're playing a weaker squad, which, I don't know, gives me a little bit of confidence. It's got to give you some confidence, hasn't it, that they're playing a rotated side. Bamford finding Harrison early doors here. Harrison, oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the post. Could you believe it? He's going to get the ball back. He's not. I cannot believe he's hit the post there. Everton now with a free kick from out wide. See what they could do. So close to us getting our first goal. I wouldn't want Everton to score here. They nearly did. They actually nearly did as well. Oh, I was so nervous then that was going into the back of the net. Will we be able to break away with any kind of force? There's a lot of bodies making these runs through the middle. Harrison now. Doku knocks it onto Rodrigo. He will wait for the runner of Ayling. This is lovely stuff. Luke Ayling plays it across. It's just not good enough, is it? Needed to go in towards Jeremy Doku a little bit better there. Click's going to end up on the ball here. Rodrigo can turn and just can't fire off the shot. I think that was Delph who dived in there. Well played from him. Click up to Harrison. Good touch from Harrison. Oh, I just couldn't get the ball across, could I? I feel like he was taken out there. Just couldn't make the pass, and that's kind of been where we're at the minute. Everton just holding us off for making that pass. Doku's done really well there. Bamford now will play this through to Harrison. That is fantastic. What can Harrison do? He's taking it fairly well. Jack Harrison to finish. Oh, he's just dragged it wide. Just dragged it wide. Nice play, though, from the boys. Great ball through from Patrick Bamford. He really does give us a focal point to aim for up top, and he's just dragged it wide. Maybe he should have played it on for Doku. Alex Iwobi now out wide. Luke Ayling just deals with it. And this game has been... It's been pretty stale. There hasn't been much going on, I must admit. You would have wanted a lot more action in this one. I mean, the one chance really for us with Jack Harrison. It's been frantic, though. It's been back and forth. Frantic Doku from distance. Straight at him. Lossell, though, actually nearly messed up there, but too much straight at him. There we go, boys. Half-time 0-0. And, yeah, a little bit of a dull affair so far, but we're very much still in this game. Everton are a very difficult side to play against, so I'm pretty happy with what's going on right now. Harrison now will use the run of Alioski there. He's played it into Bamford, who knocks it on to Doku. Just weren't on the same wavelength, were they? This was not both on the same wavelength. And that is really where team chemistry comes in, because if they had been on the same wavelength there, that surely would have been a goal. Click now. We'll play that into Doku. Doku's done well. Harrison. Bamford will turn. I thought I got that into Rodrigo then. Oh, we're going to end up with the ball back, are we? We're not. Good pressing from us again, though. Really good pressing. Alioski in there. I mean, he's dived in really rashly there. I don't know why he's dived in. And, of course, we're going to have a Yorkie special here. I'm going to try and take on this free kick, because why the hell not? It's going to be Click. Is Click actually our best taker here at this situation? And so Click is with 76 free kicks. Let's see what we could pull off here, boys. Let's see what we could pull off. I'm going to hit it with a bit of power. Up. And just way over. Up. Just got it up there, basically. It went up. Awesome. Good free kick. Rodrigo now. Plays in Doku. Doku gets that out to Ayling. Ayling's going to fire that one in. Bamford's in there. Harrison, can he pull it back? He does. Rodrigo now from distance. He's good from distance. Bamford, can he get out on it? And oh, he just can't find a really good clear-cut chance. They've defended fantastically. And it's really just been about us not being able to break them down in this one so far. Richarlison has been someone they've been trying to pump the ball up to for the entirety of this game. And it hasn't worked, but it might have worked here. Well done, Luke Ayling there. Along comes Helder Costa for Doku. Not the greatest game for Doku. He just hasn't been able to get into it. Shackleton for Click. Click's just a little bit knackered. Ayling now finds Helder Costa. This is lovely play. Helder Costa now. He wants runners. He's got Harrison. What is that pass? It's not the ball I wanted, Helder Costa. He had a great moment, and Harrison there was clean through. Absolutely clean through for a better opportunity than he had earlier in the game, obviously, that he didn't manage to take. Calvin Phillips needs to do well there, and that was nearly a perfectly timed ball. But yeah, we need to be taking those opportunities. Shackleton now, he's going to lose out. He's going to win a free kick. Thank you. Well, Everton's starting to press a little bit more now in this second half. As the half's gone on, they've definitely started to put on the press a little bit more. And we've struggled. We've struggled in positions. That's nice, though, from Rodrigo. Shackleton now, though. We'll find Bamford. No, he won't. We'll find Harrison. All I wanted was Bamford. That's really frustrating. Those last-ditch passes at the moment are really letting us down, and I think that's down to team chemistry, and we've made all kinds of mistakes here, and that is wonderful from Luke Ayling. Again, defensively, doing fantastic, and we need to win it back. It'll go in towards Richarlison. And it's not a good header from him, but need to be better. I wanted the ball to Bamford there, and sometimes some of the passes have not been great in this one. Both sides going for this now, and they're going to go in, Everton, and should have scored, to be honest with you. A poor pass from Rodrigo here as he gives the ball away sloppily. Don't know what he was trying to do. And Everton were in, and we've just got lucky. Rodrigo now, late in the game. It's not the ball I wanted. It's going to end up with Helder Costa. Oh, Helder Costa scores an absolute screamer in added on time. And what a substitution. What a genius. What a genius I am. What a genius substitution. I didn't think he was going to get the shot off. I genuinely thought Yerry Mina had got to him. When I played it into him there, it was a bit behind him. I thought Yerry Mina had got to it, but he didn't. And what a finish. Well, there we go, boys. We managed to pinch the win right at the end of this game. And 1-0 victory for Leeds United. Helder Costa coming off the bench. Inspired substitution. Couldn't be happier. Well, what a way to kick off the episode, boys, with that victory and a late last-gasp goal from Leeds United. And we're still in that situation where we can't really do anything in this transfer window, so it is just going to pass us by, which is frustrating, obviously. It's not the way I want the window to go. I'd love for us to be able to bring in some players, but quite simply, we don't have the cash. And although we do, actually, we have the budget, we have the transfer budget to sign some players, we just simply don't have the salary to sign anyone worthwhile. And the problem is there's no way to change that now. If I could take like $1 million and put that into the salary to pump it up to like 20,000 per week, then we'd be absolutely fine. But unfortunately, that's not a feature on PES. I would like to, or if it is a feature, I don't know of it. I would like them to add that in the future. It'd be nice to be able to play around with your balance a little bit, you know, move your transfer budget, and you could do it on FIFA and on Football Manager, so I would like to see it in PES. Hopefully it's something that maybe they add, and I know 2022 will be a big version of PES. What are we going to do here? Harrison, Rafinha, Hernandez, Rodrigo. I mean, it's hard not to play Bamford, but I mean, this is definitely our strongest lineup regarding, we've got Cooper in there, but Koch is really not up for this game. And I think that's probably what we'll go for. Arsenal, this is going to be difficult. Oh, it's already. Do you know what? Helder Costa can come in. Helder Costa can come in and Rafinha can go on the left. Yeah, we'll do that. Still 69 team chem. It's definitely building. Just noticed as well that Arsenal have picked up Insigne. Great. They picked up Insigne. Which does make me think maybe we could get Martinelli on loan. I don't know. I'd like Martinelli. I haven't looked at loans, actually, but I think you still pay the salary. Let's look at that first, actually. I'm going to go look at the loan for Martinelli. Arsenal have signed Phil Foden and Curtis Jones as well. So definitely adding in the more transfers has worked. I don't think we'll do every season with a ton of transfers. What I think we'll do is some seasons we'll have high transfers, some seasons we won't. I've put a loan offer in for Smith Rowe as well as we're going to put one in for Martinelli. And we'll see what we could do. See, Martinelli's is a lot more than what Smith Rowe's is. But Smith Rowe would be great cam backup and centre mid backup. In hindsight, I probably should have looked at loans a little bit more, but we're at the Emirates Stadium for today's game against Arsenal, where hopefully we could keep this run of form going. We're absolutely on fire. And maybe, because we're in such good form, we could snatch something here against Arsenal. Also, all you PES fans out there, where do we get faces from? Very new to the modding community. All I use is the PES Universe one. And I know there's other stuff like stadiums and stuff that we can look at, and Clashman's Tactics, but they don't work unless you start a fresh Master League, so obviously that doesn't really fit for us at the moment. It wouldn't work for us, but I would love to be able to get more faces. Even if I have to import them myself, I would just import them for players that we have and players that we're going to get, but it would be nice to be able to add new faces in, as Aubameyang's going to get an early chance, is he? Oh, wow, what a save. What I say, we needed that. That was Insigne. He's going to be a nightmare today. And I'm already feeling that maybe we won't snatch one here, because the opening minutes, Arsenal look well up for this. See if they can create anything from the corner. Will be Insigne who takes it. I really like Insigne, I'm not going to lie. Lorenzo Insigne is one of my favourite players from that Napoli side. I don't know, I just really like him. I like the way he plays football. Aubameyang now will fire off a shot, and well saved from Meslier, and they're causing me all kinds of problems here early doors, and we're not going to be able to get the ball away very well, and we're back in trouble again. William now, Stewie Dallas up against him. Aubameyang there to pounce on the ball after Dallas wins it back. Dallas again doing brilliantly, and unfortunately he kicks the ball out there with me doing a manual pass, but wow, this has been tough so far. We need to batten down the hatches here, basically, is how this match has gone so far. As Click now up against William. That's actually worked out really well. Can Click get it down the line? He nearly does. To Dallas. Rafinha wanted it. He's played really good football there. It was a good touch, but Ceballos is there to pick it up, and we're getting no possession here at the moment. We're seeing no time on the ball. I suppose that should be expected against an Arsenal side like this, but we're not really seeing any of the football. Am I expecting that to change? I don't know. Probably not. I'm assuming this is the way that this game is going to go, as Aubameyang will get off another shot now. And how many does he need before he scores? 5 shots for Arsenal so far to our 0. 3 on target, no goals. I'm hoping we can slow down some of these shots, though. I'd like a few less, as you can imagine. Pablo now. Oh, Pablo, what are we doing? I wanted you to play the ball out wide. I don't understand what's happened there. I really don't. I wanted it out wide. I don't know why he played it back. I wasn't even aiming backwards in the slightest. And he's just gone, oh, do you know what? I'll play this one backwards. I don't understand. Well, a bit of possession for us now. Costa lays that off to Pablo. He'll use the run of Rodrigo. Can't be shooting from that distance, though, boys. Cannot be shooting from that distance. You're never going to score. Liam Cooper's done fantastically there. Rodrigo held a Costa now. We'll have to play back. Pablo. Cooch. What can we do here? We need to get some better movement going forward. We've got bodies over now, though. Oh, I like that run from Rafinha for a second, and David Luiz blocks it. They're playing free at the back, which is difficult to play against. But still, I don't know how we've managed to keep this at 0-0, and we're starting to play a little bit better, see a little bit more time on the ball. I think weathering that early storm has worked out very good for us. Ball coming forward now. Insigne, Cooper does well there. Cooper does fantastically well. And again, a situation where we're having to batten down the hatches here, but Pablo Hernandez has done fantastically. He held a Costa now. I think he's offside, yeah. Imagine if he hadn't been offside then, though. That would have been a beautiful pass from Costa. He was close. Stuart Dallas now up against Bellerin. That's well blocked. Llorente. Oh, what a goal. What a finish. And that's really the difference here, isn't it? A bit of class. A bit of absolute supreme class. And Arsenal have that in abundance there with Insigne. I said how much I liked him, and he's gone and scored a fantastic goal. And we had so many bodies on him as well. It's surprising that he managed to get this shot through here. Aubameyang, great hold-up play, which they haven't had all game, really. It's blocked and deflected into him, and that's just fantastic. Pablo now, Cooch. He's going to try and fire that to Rodrigo. Rodrigo waiting for the run of Rafinha. Oh, he nearly tried to do a carbon copy of what Insigne did, and we were nearly straight back into the game. And we are showing signs, though, that we can cause them problems. We're showing those signs. There's a lovely touch, and then on the volley. Well, that'll be half-time, and 1-0 to Arsenal, but I don't think they're super comfortable. They've had a lot of opportunities, not taken them, and we're still in this. Click now, finds Helder Costa. They've stood off him. Helder Costa will fire off a shot! After he scored that screamer in the last game, I thought, why not? And they stood off him and stood off him, so he did fire off the shot there, but this wasn't good enough, was it? Him and Rafinha now, though, causing problems, and they're giving us a little bit more space at the start of this second half, which is surprising. Pablo there. Rodrigo. Click. Does badly, but he's going to find Pablo in the end. Pablo, Rodrigo will turn, shoot, and Leeds United are back in the game, and I'm so glad we did keep hold of Rodrigo, and he makes it 1-1, and we're playing really well. We're playing really well. I really enjoyed the way the sides played. We stayed patient in this one. Instead of rushing it because we're a goal down, we stayed patient, believing that we'll get an opportunity, and we do, and Rodrigo takes it. Insigne coming forward now, will curl it. What a save by Meslier, and it was needed, and Dallas, the journey isn't over for us yet. Bellerin now trying to play the ball forward. Calvin Phillips will come out for this, and Click's going to get his foot on it, and thank God he gets his foot on it, and now we can actually move forward here. What's going to happen here? Rafinha now, he waited for the run, he got the run of Rodrigo for another, Rodrigo, oh my God, he's put it wide. It should have been 2-1 Leeds United. I can't believe it, boys. I can't believe it. I thought this was the moment. This is one of the best counters we've had all season. It's a lovely ball through from Rafinha, and maybe I thought about the chip for a brief moment, and maybe I should have done it. Double sub, Pervader coming on, and Edmondson coming on. The youngsters who are well up for this game. Simply Costa and Pablo are absolutely knackered. Rodrigo now will drop into the cam position. Insigne now will fire off a shot, and well saved from Meslier again. Well saved from him again, and he's had to do that so many times in this game. It's crazy. Rafinha now, good footwork from him. He waited for the run. Is he going to have found Ryan Edmondson? This is a massive moment for Ryan Edmondson! Ryan Edmondson, the youngster here at Leeds United, goes through in the bloody 90th minute, and it's going to be 2-1 Leeds United. And this is a very dramatic episode, boys. Well played from Rafinha to stay on his feet. They all chased him. Ryan Edmondson, with all the space and all the time in the world, absolutely slots it home, picks his place, and 2-1 Leeds United. Well, they're coming forward in our Arsenal. We need to get the ball out. Calvin Phillips will get it out, will he not? Click will head it forward, and there we go, boys. 2-1 victory to Leeds United, and would you believe it? It's the young man himself getting his first goal for the club with me in charge. Ryan Edmondson on the 90th minute. I love that man. 2-1 Leeds United, and the good form keeps on going. Well, what a result that was, boys. But it's time for us to look and see if the transfer dealings went through. Other teams, here we go. So, I don't remember that. Oh, okay, so this is Jack Harrison. Now, in real life, as far as I'm aware, not fully confirmed, there's a future fee for Jack Harrison. Obviously, there's not here, so we're actually going to have to sign him. Now, there is something that's been agreed in this. Now, I don't know how it works. So let's say we accept Emile Smith-Rowe. Does it just take a transfer fee? So the salary goes in with the transfer fee. That's it. So now let's say if we do Martinelli as well. Yeah, so it just comes out of the transfer fee. So maybe I'm an idiot and we should have done a few loans all along. I didn't realise that. The loans actually come out of the transfer fee and not the salary. I mean, it's a bit weird that it does it that way in a lump sum, but I'm guessing that's the salary that you would have paid over that time period. But anyway, boys, 2 new players joining up with this Leeds squad, and obviously it's going to showcase Martinelli, the higher rated of the two, but I think Smith-Rowe's going to be really useful as well. Now, can't guarantee how much game time these guys are going to get. We're strong in those positions, but it's very handy to have them, knowing that Martinelli can play left, right, up top, and cam, I believe, and Smith-Rowe is very much similar in that same vein of form. So it just covers a lot of bases for us, really, when people aren't up for games. I'm excited to see how they do. I feel like we needed a few extra bodies, and we got ourselves 2 in. So we've got a transfer bid for Adam Forshaw, and I think we're going to accept it. I genuinely think we're going to accept it. I'm going to try and squeeze maybe a little bit more out of it, should I? Do you know what? No, we're just going to straight up accept it. I think that'll be decent for us. Oh, I didn't realise it was going to skip time. I think that's a decent deal for us. We'll leave us a little bit more money in the pot as well. I'm also going to add Tyler Roberts to the transfer list. For me, he's not good enough. He's not a Premiership level player, so we're going to add him to the transfer list and see if we get any offers. I'm tempted to maybe offer a few players out for loan, like Casey. Let's add him to the loan list. No, not listed players. I do that every single time. Transfer policy, let's place him on the loan list. And there might be a couple of other players maybe we should be placing on the loan list. Maybe Cresswell as well. I mean, it might not be ideal that we are, but they're not going to get game time here. And I don't know how progression works on PES. I genuinely don't know how progression works on PES, but if they're not going to get game time, it makes sense for us to loan them out. So another offer for Rodrigo, and somebody mentioned that if you basically say refuse all, then they won't go for their release clause, which is brilliant. So we are going to absolutely refuse all there with Rodrigo, and hopefully now no more offers will come in for him, and we won't lose him release clause wise. And I do appreciate for that feedback, because the release clause thing is something that is a bit of an issue, isn't it, in PES, and that will solve that problem. That's the only transfer bid we've got, though. Pau Torres has joined Manchester United as well. There's been a few big deals go through. Right, so a transfer bid did come in for Rafinha. We are going to refuse all now on Rafinha as well. There's no way I'm going to let him leave for his release fee anyway. It's nowhere near it, so we're not going to get a decent bid. Maybe down the line we take that off for realism if he gets a decent release clause further down, like down the road. But for what he's got now, no chance. Well, no other moves came through, and we did get to see that there, though. Donnarumma has gone to Juve, which I think is a decent move for him. I think it's a really good move for him. We're going to play this Sheffield United game now. Yorkshire Derby. Can we make it a 9-point episode? I mean, that seems to be blowing my mind, but coming up against Sheffield United here, we actually could do it. Right, so this is going to be the squad for this game. Smith Rowe coming in for his first start there at centre mid, as Click is not very much up for this game. They're starting McBurney and Brewster up top, and genuinely, that could cause us a problem. Three at the back's been an issue for us before, and McBurney's a very physical player, could easily knock it down there to Ryan Brewster as well. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully we don't lose this one, because I don't want to be dragged into that kind of, battle down there. They do actually have Forshaw as well. So I'm listening to the commentary here at the start of this match, and it's something I've not heard before. As you know, I don't usually have the commentary on. And they're talking about how the roads are blocked, and how maybe everyone's made it in through the turnstiles now, but there was really bad traffic and the roads were blocked. Interesting commentary there from the PES commentary team. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's somewhat realistic, I suppose. They're basically pointing out that this is a rivalry game, so there was a lot of traffic. I'm glad, and I hope everyone got into the stadium all right. I'm already looking forward to seeing how Smith Rowe gets on in this side. And, I think he could be a really good addition. We've swapped out Forshaw basically for him. But the only issue for me now is we have to think about this is next season, he won't be here. Although I do imagine that we'd be able to pick him up. I think we'd be able to pick him up on a permanent next season for not a lot of money, as Cooch is going to try and play in Rafinha here. He's done very well. Rafinha now will lift that one in to absolutely nobody. Rafinha now plays that to Pablo. Good touch from Pablo. What can he do? Pablo again makes a bit of room for himself. He can hit the shot off. It's not fantastic, is it? We haven't really tested their goalkeeper so far. It's been really just both sides trying to figure out each other. We've kept a lot of the possession, but they're going really attacking. They're trying to press as high as possible. For the first time, we managed to get out of that press. It's not a terrible shot from Pablo. Jeremy Doku now in some room. He's got to be strong. He has been strong. Go on, Jeremy. Jeremy Doku! Oh, he's just dragged it just wide. That was nice play from him there. That really was. I mean, they stood off him again. I mean, I'd stand off of Jeremy Doku, to be fair. Sander Berg couldn't get the ball off him, and they stand off him, and maybe he should have done a bit better there. Rodrigo. Rafinha now. He's done well. Rafinha would have been dragged wide, I imagine. Cooch is going to end up with the ball back. He's going to fire that one in. Pablo Hernandez! Oh, it's been saved! And then again, Pablo! No Pablo, no party! Scoring the goal, Mr. Pablo Hernandez. Where you need him to be. We got the bodies forward, and he was where you need him to be. And that'll make this one... I mean, a decent 1-0 lead for us. That's what it'll do, a decent 1-0 lead. And he managed to sort his feet out, and he manages to get it in the back of the net with his left. Well, nice ball through here. But he's going to get the strike off as well, and he's just dragged that wide as Ryan Brewster. That's the best moment Sheffield United have had all game. We were caught out going forward. And that's a beautiful pass. It is a beautiful pass through. Llorente closed the angle a little bit, but Brewster can't find the target. Well, there we go, half-time, 1-0 lead here to Leeds United at the moment, but 1-0 is not a good enough lead to have. We have played very well defensively against these sides that are in and around us, but we need to do better. But as you can see, there's 70% possession to us. We are having it very much all our own way, as you would imagine Leeds in real life, but all it takes is Sheffield United to get a breakthrough. Cooper not quick enough there to stop McBurney, but he does stop him in the end and blocks it well. Pablo Hernandez now. Rafinha, Rodrigo will run wide with it. He'll play it into Rafinha, and again just can't beat his man, but we've started this very energetic this second half, but we don't want to just go for it too much, because all it takes is a goal for them. Pablo, no party. We all know that by now. Jeremy Doku making the run. What could Doku do? We'll play it forward. Rafinha. Why did it swap me? Oh, my God. I mean, this isn't only an issue on PES, it is an issue on FIFA as well. But as Jeremy Doku plays the ball there to Rafinha, I start in control of Rafinha as I move towards the ball, and then it swaps me to Rodrigo. So Rafinha just leaves the ball. He just leaves it. He just walks away because it swaps me to Rodrigo. Come on, man. You have to call these kind of things out when they happen, or else they won't get improved. I know we don't have the world's biggest audience yet, but it's just frustrating when that happens. That surefire would have been a goal. If Rafinha gets onto that, that's a finish. I know it is. Rafinha's got a wonderful finish on him. Oh, Cooch has made a mistake there. He needs to get that ball first time. Pablo Hernandez now. And what are we going to do here? Smith Rowe will play it wide towards Stewie D. He will lift it. Rodrigo coming in. Oh, no one could get to him, and it just goes right through. Well, double from us, and Martinelli will get his first football there on for Doku. Edmondson coming on for Pablo again. Pablo does tire, so we've got to manage his minutes. Although he's had a great game, got to manage his minutes, and Ryan Edmondson scored in the last game. Edmondson does well there, links up with Martinelli. We get to see Martinelli on the dribble for the first time. He will know Smith Rowe, who will play the ball to him there. Martinelli, he's done well. Rafinha! Oh, it's just wide. It is just wide. This is lovely play, though, from the boys. This is fantastic stuff. We're really starting to find our rhythm in terms of our passing ability, and this is fantastic, and Rafinha so close. Well, Cooper's given the ball away here, and it's very frustrating when he gives the ball away, but we will force McBurney wide, and Cooper's done really well to win it back. And that's what I like about the team at the moment. When they make their mistakes, it's those players that made the mistakes that are trying to make up for them. And I'm more than happy. You can make mistakes in this side, but we need to see the effort to improve on undoing those mistakes. And Liam Cooper did there. The passing for this side at the moment has improved greatly. As I spot Ryan Edmondson starting to make a run. Oh, he tried to stab it through to Martinelli. Just couldn't quite get it through there. I have actually been impressed when I'm using Ryan Edmondson. He doesn't feel like a 68 rated player. And that is making me think that maybe he'll improve a lot. If any of you know like how the... I know I've been chatting a lot recently about the match sim with someone in the comments. I really do appreciate the conversations. I love chatting to you guys in the comments about stuff. Honestly, and questions and criticism. I'm a big boy. I'll take it on the chin and actually have a good debate with you guys about the games. I really do enjoy doing that. Martinelli now, though. Edmondson, can he hold it up? Just couldn't quite hold it up. We've got a lot of great young players in this side. But yeah, if, what were I even saying? Progress, player progression in this game. I would love to know more about it. If someone's done a video on it, or there's an area for you to guide me where I can be told how the player progression works, how to get more out of a player. I know there will be particular players that are just designed to progress well, but I'm nervous to have anyone under 70 rated because I'm not sure how they're going to progress. Is that something I shouldn't worry about as much with the youngsters? They can be under 70 and still become great players, or, you know, so on and so forth. The play in this second half has been fantastic. Stand off Rafinha! Oh, Dallas, can he get it back in? He probably can't, and I did the super cancel and left the ball there for a throw-in. And let's see what we can do here. Rodrigo's going to come and collect that. Rodrigo will find Martinelli. Touch. Curl. Oh, well saved. Smith Rowe for his first goal in Leeds United colours, and he hits the side netting. Well, final sub for us now, and it's going to be Rodrigo off, Shackleton on. Smith Rowe will go to Cam as they whip this one in. Smith Rowe will go to Cam. And I think that's the right move for us. We should have enough bodies there in the box. Shackleton has been good as well. He's another one who I'd love to see how he progresses. And I'm excited to see what he can do, as Sheffield United are going to try and create something here late in the game, which they thoroughly don't deserve, and they're going to get. And with all the opportunities, we knew all it would take is one, really, for Sheffield United. And Oliver McBurney scored it. Well, when you're down there in the relegation battles, as Sheffield United are, you need some luck. And they've done really well here. I mean, we crowded them out, won it back several times, and it's a beautiful finish from McBurney. Well, there is time left for this young Leeds United side. Is it enough time, though? We certainly should have scored more in this. I'm really baffled how we only had a 1-0 lead with the opportunities we've created and opportunities we've had. Shackleton now, though, will release Martinelli in space. What will Martinelli do? He'll win a free kick, will he? He will win a free kick in a dangerous position, and I'm hoping he's not injured here because he does look like he's going to stay down. This is horrendous news for us, really. Our brand new signing Martinelli, and he's staying down, and this is not good. Well, hopefully Martinelli will get himself back on the pitch very soon, but at the moment it's not looking good for us. I didn't want a draw here. I'll take it. a 7-point episode again. I will take all day long. Frustrating here that we didn't take our chances, but we've played some good stuff. We've got to be cautious here, though. There's going to be a late opportunity. Will it be a late opportunity for us, actually, here? Rafinha's not going to win that. Poor ball from Phillips. He's not played many poor balls all day. Will they get the ball here? McBurney will try and... I don't know what he tried to do. I thought he was trying to chip the keeper there for a brief moment. Well, there we go, boys. 1-1, and they did not deserve it. But you need that when you're down there, as I said. You need that bit of luck. You need to snatch the points when you can. And we just weren't quite good enough at finishing all our chances today. And we always left this one wide open for an opportunity for Sheffield United at the end. With 65% possession, 10 shots, 4 on target. You've got to score the goals. You've got to score them. And unfortunately for us, they just didn't fall for us today. Chris Wilder stole one today. Well, what a set of games we've had in this one. And it does leave us in 12th position now with 31 points. And I feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't feel like we're going to get relegated anymore. So that's a good feeling, isn't it? And we're on a good run of form. I mean, that was frustrating that we conceded that right at the end. It was. But at the end of the day, we're in a good run of form. And we need to be, because we play Manchester City to start the next episode. That next episode will see us play Manchester City, Crystal Palace and Burnley. Again, I'm still assessing how these episodes go to see if we can get more games in. He's going to be back in February. That's a little bit frustrating. When in February? This is the thing with the injuries on PES. Players are not out for long. I must admit, when a player is out 1 week, when a player's out, it's 1 week maximum, which is fine. It's fine. I mean, it works well, but yeah, I'd like a little bit longer. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I appreciate all the support recently. The channel just keeps on continuing to grow, and that's all I want, this organic growth throughout the rest of 2021 now that we are in. I hope you had a wonderful one. I've enjoyed this episode. I've thoroughly enjoyed this episode. And sometimes I know it may come across that I'm moaning about the game. I will point out the game's flaws. I'm not just going to pretend that the game is unbelievably fantastic, but I do love the game at the same time. And that's why I want to see the flaws fixed. Tottenham in 7th as well. We did so much better in our second season. But anyway, boys, I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one.